There's your final score tonight in snowy, chilly Indianapolis. 25 degrees there right now. There you have it. 118-114 final score back here on the postgame presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Time now for our Put 'em to Bed moment presented by Texas Mattress Makers. All you have to do is make one. He missed the first. And Alperen Sengun trying to put this one away. Can't do it with the free throw, but can with the offensive rebound. And that would do it. Amen Thompson able to make 1 out of 2 to give the Rockets 4-point lead. And that would be the difference in this game as the Rockets win it tonight. They beat the Indiana Pacers. That would had to feel very good. Pacers, as we said, Murph, they had won 7 games in the month of January. That was more than half their games that they had won all season long, a 13-win team.
How many times I got to mention the fact that teams that play the Rockets now because of respect of what the Rockets have in the way of personnel bring their A game. And I thought that's what the Indiana Pacers did, especially to start the game off with. The Rockets backed off a little bit. They started quickly making their three-point shots to get the Rockets' attention. And the Rockets realized that they were going to have a game on their hands. Yeah,
it seemed like everything that happened tonight, Alperen Sengun was right in the middle of everything, and that included a little heated exchange from time to time. This game did get a little chippy from time to time. Alperen Sengun on the layup attempt, and I think Mathurin with the hard foul. I don't blame Mathurin at all. You got to foul him. You can't let him finish and try to get an and one.
Yeah, but you got to, in defense of Alpha, you got to let him know that you're not that kind of an individual to let somebody just run over you like that. You know, I got to give the officials a lot of credit for diffusing the situation and not putting anybody out of the game in that situation, because normally when you extend that hand to an opponent and hit him, they're going to send you to the showers.
Yeah, and you could see after the game, I don't know how closely you guys were watching, but in the handshake line afterward, they both kind of just laughed and pointed over at that spot where it happened. Now, 5 assists tonight for Alperen Sengun as well. And Alpy can have some interesting ones. He had one where he tossed it over his head, and this one misses the shot. But what do? Find the open man, Amen Thompson.
You know, when they knocked Alfie down, everybody stood and looked at him and see what he's going to do, and he went looking for a teammate.
Yeah, with the clean block, but yeah, you forgot about it. So often the case you see a blocked shot leads to a layup because there's nobody there to defend the basket. That was the case tonight as the Rockets get the win. You like what you saw from Alperen?
Yeah, yes, I did. I like what I saw from the Rockets, period. The fact that they maintained their composure when Indiana fought back from that 14-point deficit to take a 1-point lead. And they just simply stayed within the confines of what they were supposed to do collectively and were able to come up with a victory.
All right, time for us to head to the locker room. Hear from Alperen Sengun.
We're talking to you about the All-Stars were announced. How did you learn about the news? What was your reaction? And was there any added motivation for you tonight?
It's my goal after this time, after last year's, to be All-Star every year. It was disappointing for me, but it happens. We have a lot of talent in the league, and, I'm still young. I'm going to make it eventually, and it's going to make me just hard work. And, I have still goals. I got to make it, and stuff like this just always push me. It's a good way. I just got to work harder, be disciplined what I'm doing. And, I have hopefully a lot of years in NBA and a lot of All-Stars. I will make it.
Did you want to prove a point today with your performance?
It's not about All-Star. I just got to prove it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I haven't had a good month last month, and it's just a new month. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be aggressive. I just got to remember who I am and how I can dominate every game, be confident and just go over there and kill it. And that's who I am, and that's what I'm going to do every night I'm playing.
And to be fair, you've battled some ankle issues all season long. You're feeling fully healthy now. How good is that just for your self-confidence that you can go out there every night?
I would say around this time, nobody feel fully healthy, because we have a lot of games, a lot of back-to-backs, a lot of away games. It just makes you tired, mental, body-wise, everything, You just got to stay strong, get through until All-Star break, and we have a little 1 week off in that All-Star break this year. Hopefully not anymore. Just get a good rest and get ready for the second of the season and go to playoff in the best spot we can, and then we go from there.
Is it almost a little bit of a blessing to have the time off during All-Star that you wouldn't have had if you were going to the game?
Of course. Like I said, it's too much at some point. You're playing 17 games, 18 games a month, and that's what we get paid for, though. We all know what it is, and you just got to stay strong. Our job is hard, man. People doesn't really give that credit to us, but our job is hard. You got to play a game every night, every other night, and, you can play bad. And if you're a good player, you have a lot of pressure, and it can affect you bad way and good way sometimes. You just got to stay strong. We're learning. I'm still young. We're learning new things every other day. And, I changed a lot of things since I came to NBA, and I just gonna learn a lot more and, just got to improve my game. The
late offense for you guys got a little bit stuck late in the game. That's been an issue for you guys all season. What are you noticing in those moments late in games?
You're playing away game. Nobody wants to lose at home. And, refs let it play end of games like that too. And, like I said, I think we still score like 120 or something. I think it's good for us. Without K, 120 is great for us, And I think we did a pretty good job. End of the game. We missed free throws, We missed free throws, got some couple bad turnovers. So still that, we had a great game. And it happens, it's hard to win NBA, especially in the road game. And we're happy we got the dub.
Thanks, Alpy.
Wouldn't have got it without him tonight. 39 points, 16 rebounds, 7 offensive boards for Alperen Sengun and the Rockets. 118-114 win tonight in Indiana. I think he messed up the audio from the last.
Yes, I knew I was going.
What did you like about the effort tonight from your entire team, but particularly you and Alpy?
I think it was just a team effort. Everybody came in ready to play. Aaron hasn't played in a few games. Tate didn't play last game, came in. It was a huge impact. Obviously, Alpy did his thing. That's what it looked like when you don't double 2-8, so it's going to look like that. But, everybody contributed in different ways, man. It was a collective effort for sure.
You talked after, I don't remember which game, about making a case for Alpy as an all-star. He wasn't named one. Mm-hmm. Did you sense any extra motivation from him?
Definitely extra motivation. When you see the names come out, in his position, I'm sure he felt pissed off about it. He's a competitor. Anybody's a competitor. I think he deserved to be in. He didn't get in. He got a long career ahead of him. I'm sure he'll be an all-star many more times after this. So I know he's not hanging his head on it, but definitely it's some extra motivation. And he knows he could have played better as of late, and he's going to show everybody that.
Did he say anything to you about it?
Nah.
Well, how important is the depth of this team? No Steven, no Fred, tonight, no Kevin. You guys still finding ways to win?
Yeah, it's real important. Winning in this league isn't hard. Coming on the road against this team, no matter her record, it's a good team over there, good players, well coached, and we rallied together and got the win. It just shows that, like I said, I preach about our bench all the time, but everybody's always prepared to play. Everybody's ready to play. No matter if you're in the rotation, out of rotation, everybody cheering guys on. You don't see that often. You know what I'm saying? You see guys piling or waiting for their turn and stuff like that. That just doesn't go on around here. Like everybody cheering each other on. Everybody is in for the same goal. You know what I'm saying? And losing Kevin, that's a lot of shoes to fill, and everybody filling together.
Without Kevin, the late game offense felt a little stuck at times. Yeah. It's been a thing that has plagued you guys earlier in the season as well. What do you notice that gets tougher in those moments?
I think the ball pressure intensifies. Refs let a lot go in the later game, as they should. You know what I'm saying? So it's just on us to figure out what to get in when he's not on the floor. Because if he is on the floor, it's probably going to be him and Alpy two-man game, and you pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? So with him not here, it was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? We kind of did some flat with him and Alpy, but it's just something that we just haven't seen a lot, So I think we handled it pretty well. We didn't turn the ball over a lot. We got up shots. I think that's the main thing. But it's just something that we haven't done a lot without Kevin. So I think we handled it pretty well. But I think to answer your question, just the ball pressure intensifies, and I think the defense is more set, and it's just you got to find a way to get a good shot.
In January, you struggled from three-point range tonight. I don't remember exactly where you shot well. Mm-hmm. anything different, or is it just about the shots starting to fall?
Nah, I think the shots just falling. I didn't change anything. Didn't lose my confidence or nothing. Didn't stop shooting. Yeah, I don't think really nothing changed. Just the mental, not focusing on it as much. I think when I was in the rut, I think I was going into the game thinking about my first shot or just knocking down shots. Now I'm just thinking about winning. I'm not really thinking about it no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest part, the mental side of it.
Thanks, Jabari.
Yeah, for sure.
It's sounding better than we have in.